Hey everyone, it's October 12th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share with the Romanian serial killer Ion Rîmaru, known as the Vampire of Bucharest, who murdered and cannibalized 4 victims in the 1970s. And that is him right up there. And I'd like to apologize for what I can only assume is terrible Romanian pronunciation. Rîmaru was born in 1946, the oldest of 3 sons born to his parents. His father beat his mother daily, but the two eventually separated, leaving his mother to raise the boys alone. He was a poor student and was frequently in trouble, and even caused a scandal when he dated the daughter of one of his teachers. Rîmaru also spent a brief time behind bars for theft. It's doubtful that having his father around would have made things any better, however, since when his father died years later in 1972, it was learned that he was a serial killer, having killed 4 victims in 1944, beating them with blunt objects. No one could have known that his son would follow in his footsteps, but that's exactly what happened. In 1966, Rîmaru entered veterinary school, but had to repeat his second year of study, and his professors described him as only being semi-literate. His roommates at school avoided him, finding him difficult to be around. He had anger issues that he dealt with through self-mutilation, stabbing himself with needles when he was upset. Rîmaru also had an uncontrollable sex drive and would sometimes go days at a time without sleeping. In 1970, Bucharest had a string of sexual assaults and murders occur, with some victims turning up having been bludgeoned to death. They were largely waitresses returning home from work, and all took place during inclement weather. Women began to stay home at night rather than risk being out, and the communist government of Romania wasn't forthcoming with details about what had happened to the victims, leading to wild rumors circulating. Rîmaru was caught after he saw a doctor and was diagnosed with periodic epilepsy. When he killed his 4th victim, the doctor's note was found beneath the body, and despite being soaked with blood and water from rain, it ultimately led the authorities to him. When Rîmaru was arrested in his dorm room, he was found with an axe and knife, and tests of his teeth matched bite marks found on the victims. In addition to sexually assaulting and beating his victims with a hammer and axe before committing acts of necrophilia, he also stabbed one 48 times and bit off her genitalia and sucked the blood off another after stabbing her, leading to his nickname. All in all, he committed at least 4 murders, 5 sexual assaults, and 8 attempted murders, along with a handful of thefts. Rîmaru was convicted in 1971 and sentenced to death by firing squad. He seemed shocked at the verdict, thinking his insanity defense would have been successful. In October 1971, he was shot to death by 3 officers at Jalava prison after refusing to give a last statement or final wish. While the men prepared to shoot, he yelled, "Call my father so he can see what's happening to me. Make him come. He's the only guilty one." Rîmaru's MO was very similar to that of his father in 1944, but no reasonable person believes that his dad committed the murders in 1970. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Ion Rîmaru, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.